Hey everybody. Yes, I'm doing a second video today. I was just rewatching Papa's Farm from last night. And I mean anybody that watches me regularly knows that I put that whole rant out about what are you going to do? Quit bitching, do something. And I know some people took it personally. I didn't mean it that way. I meant it in a broad sense. But anyway, I was listening to Papa's Farm, and he was saying, well, what are we going to do? Where do we start? And I'm not no coordinator or anything, but the beginning is you have to start locally, and then you need to branch out from there into your state. This is the way I see it anyway, and I could be wrong. I'm just saying. You branch out into your state, and we don't all live in the same state. We don't even all live in the same country, for real. So you just spread out from there, and then you get those states to coordinate with each other. I mean, something's got to happen to where the people in this country, at least part of them, like Hutch said, it doesn't take an army of 1,000,000, it takes 1,000,000 armies. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But listen, if it took one thing to get everybody going, and I could be that one, I would do it at the cost of my life. I'm so fed up with the bullshit in this country. Y'all, I ain't been asleep, so I'm sorry. I look like hell. But I'm so tired of the bullshit in this country. I worry about my kids and my grandkids. Something's got to break. People need to start coming together. We need to figure it out. We need to have talks behind the scenes or whatever. I don't care. But something's got to happen. Are we just going to let a corrupt government, who's supposed to work for us, but pretty much makes us work for them, are we going to let them take over everything? Like, we are literally paying pensions. Paying pensions in Ukraine. And they're talking about unfunding Social Security. But they're not talking about giving up that tax. They still want us to pay it. So, I mean, use the brain that God gave you, or whoever you believe in. You got a brain. Use it. It's not right. Something's got to change. We're the only ones that can change it. Like, people just think it's okay for the government to run their lives. I don't think so. Sorry. I don't think so. It's time for people to use that thing that's in your back, like your spine, a backbone, and do something. We need to start standing up. And I know there's people out there that are standing up in their own way, like locally, which I said, hey, start locally. But it's not just about changing all these policies. We're coming to a time when that is not seriously going to work. So, I don't know. No matter what I say, somebody's going to call me out on it, and I really don't care. I mean, I do, but I'm not trying to insult anybody. I don't want to insult anybody's intelligence. I don't want to insult anybody's efforts. Because if you're doing something, it's better than nothing, right? Hey. But seriously, y'all, we got to come together. We got to start doing something. Talking on YouTube about how upset we are, and we all are. Hey, that's one thing we all have in common. We're all upset about what's going on in our country right now. But that isn't really going to cut it. I mean, this is like death by a thousand cuts, and or the frog in the frying pan. You know, you just turn the heat up a little bit at a time, and we're slow boiling, and nobody wants to see it. All it takes is a few. It just takes a few, you guys. Like the American Revolution, which most people nowadays don't even know what the fuck that is. But the American Revolution was fought by a few. And if you think that all their tanks and their guns and or their bombs, whatever, is gonna win their shit, can I remind you of Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, and I'm sure there's others in there that I forget. But no, it's not all about that. So, y'all, we just got to come together in a smart way and start connecting, doing things, and making plans. I mean, do you want your children to live in a socialist or Marxist or communist country? Because I don't. I don't. And like I said, I will be proud to be the first person gone if that gets people moving. I would put myself on the line. I don't care. Something's got to be done. We got to do this, y'all. Start thinking about it. It's not a fun thought. Ain't nobody wants to think about this kind of stuff. But sometimes people got to come together to make a difference, no matter what it takes. And I don't care if this gets banned. So, peace.